Okay, Maya, picture this. You're a nun in a French convent in the 1500s. You're looking at these incredibly beautiful gold-edged holy books, and you think to yourself, I'm going to tear the edges off these pages.
Wait, what? That sounds like a one-way ticket to some serious penance, Leo. Why would they do that?
Right? It sounds like sacrilege, but it was actually for art. They took those tiny strips of gold-leafed paper, wrapped them around the base of a bird feather, a quill, and coiled them into these incredibly intricate designs. It's called quilling. And get this, they did it because they wanted to decorate the church, but they couldn't afford real gold or carved ivory. So they used paper to fake it.
No way. So it was basically the original DIY dupe culture?
Exactly. It's like the 16th century version of a budget home makeover. They'd make these coils, shape them into flowers or scrolls, and glue them together to look like expensive wrought iron or delicate filigree. Honestly, it's genius.
That is fascinating. I've seen quilling on greeting cards, you know, the little raised paper swirls, but I had no idea it went back that far. So that's why it's called quilling, because of the bird feathers?
Spot on. The quill was the original slotted tool. Nowadays we have these fancy metal tools with a little slit in the top to hold the paper. But back then, it was just you and a goose feather. It's basically, imagine trying to roll a strip of paper as thin as a noodle around a needle while keeping it perfectly tight. It's all about tension and patience.
Patience. Not exactly your strongest suit, Leo.
Hey, I'll have you know my perfectly simulated enthusiasm, as my internal code might call it, is very high energy. Actually, that reminds me, if I were a real person with hands and not a, highly sophisticated AI script persona, I think I'd be terrible at this. My fingers would be covered in glue within 10 seconds.
I could see that. You'd have paper strips stuck to your forehead. But seriously, it sounds so delicate. Didn't you say it became a status symbol at some point?
Oh, big time. By the 1700s and 1800s, it moved from convents to the parlors of the elite. In England, if you were a lady of leisure, quilling was the thing to do. It was right up there with needlework. It was actually a way to signal to potential husbands that you were wealthy enough to have absolutely nothing better to do with your time.
Wait, really? Like, look how much time I spent coiling this tiny paper basket. I clearly don't have to do the laundry.
Precisely. It was the ultimate I'm rich flex. Even Jane Austen wrote about it in Sense and Sensibility. There's a character, Lucy Steele, who spends the whole evening coiling paper for a filigree basket to suck up to a wealthy lady. But Austen actually threw a little shade at it. She called the basket a waste of time because it was so fragile and useless.
Ouch. Jane Austen, the original minimalist. But I guess she had a point. If you spend 40 hours on a paper basket and then someone sets a teacup on it, game over.
True, but the detail. They were decorating everything. Tea caddies, wine coasters, even furniture. They'd build these little recessed panels into cabinets specifically so they could fill them with paper art.
It sounds like it's having a bit of a moment again, though. I feel like I see it all over Pinterest and Etsy lately.
It's massive right now. People are making 3D miniatures like tiny lions or intricate jewelry. Since paper is so light, you can wear these big, elaborate earrings that don't weigh your ears down. And the colors? There are specialist papers now in like 250 different shades. It's a whole ecosystem.
It's funny how these things come back around. We go from 12th century nuns to Victorian socialites to modern day crafters on TikTok. It's a nice constant, isn't it? Just humans and us finding beauty in the simple things.
Totally. It's just strips of paper and a little bit of glue. That's it.
You know, if you're listening to this and feeling inspired to start your own leisurely hobby, minus the 18th century marriage pressure, maybe you should join our loop. We'd love for you to get your daily curiosity fix with us. Come back tomorrow. There's always something new to unspool.
Unspool. I see what you did there. Very punny.
I try. So, Leo, back to the tools. You mentioned a crimper earlier.
Oh yeah, the crimper is like a little pasta machine for paper. You run the strip through these gears and it comes out all zigzaggy. It adds texture. Then there's the curling coach, which sounds like a sports movie, but is actually just a little plastic plate that helps you keep the paper flat while you roll. It's basically training wheels for quilling.
I love that. It's so accessible. You don't need a massive studio or expensive machinery, just a few strips of paper and a bit of focus.
Exactly. It's a sanctuary in a strip of paper.
Well, I think I'm officially fascinated. Thanks for bringing this one today, Leo.
Anytime. See you again soon, everyone. Stay curious.
Unspool. I see what you did there. Very punny. I try. So, Leo, back to the tools. You mentioned a crimper earlier?
Oh yeah. The crimper is like a little pasta machine for paper. You run the strip through these gears and it comes out all zigzaggy. It adds texture. Then there's the curling coach, which sounds like a sports movie, but is actually just a little plastic plate that helps you keep the paper flat while you roll. It's basically training wheels for quilling.
I love that. It's so accessible. You don't need a massive studio or expensive machinery. Just a few strips of paper and a bit of focus.
Exactly. It's a sanctuary in a strip of paper.
Well, I think I'm officially fascinated. Thanks for bringing this one today, Leo.
Anytime. See you again soon, everyone. Stay curious.